We are headed out this early afternoon. Last night we had our bear hit our bait, and usually when he's been doing this, when he hits our bait and I go and freshen it up the next day, he'll follow up within a half hour to an hour. I got a bunch of peanut butter, wafer, gummy bear mix in there in that pail, some chocolate wafers, caramel wafers, candy corn, gummy bears, and then I bought this stuff too. I got liquid smoke and bear scents, blueberry spray attractant. I'll tell you what, we hit that in bait the other day when we were sitting, and that is extremely strong. I think I got everything here. I just need to load up my camouflage and my bow and the side-by-side, and here we go. See you next, probably sitting in the stand. Well, welcome back to Balsa Prism Outdoors. This is sit number 5, I believe, for the Wisconsin bear hunt. And I did get to see him one time. That was It was 2 nights ago. And he walked right underneath us. Walked right up to the bait. Exactly what we want him to do. In shooting hours. Unfortunately, because of being in a cedar swamp here, he was too dark. He showed up about 2 to 5 minutes too late. So it's September 29th. It's 4:15. And it's quite a bit cooler than it has been. I'm going to make this a short intro. I'm trying to stay as quiet as possible today. I rebaited. It was hit again. But it's much cooler. It's 55 degrees. I got my fleece on. Ready to go. Ready to put the Silent Deck jacket on here shortly. I'm going to spray a little bit of Cold Rush mixed with some oil and sit down, pipe up, and check the camera while I wait. I know the bear's been here. We'll see if he's been here during the day. I didn't go hunting last night. I went deer hunting, so I left this spot alone last night. So let's be quiet. Hopefully it comes in at daylight. Stay tuned, you're watching Balsa Prism Outdoors. pretty sure that I just hammered him. I don't think he's very big, but we just got, I'm pretty positive, my very first Wisconsin bear. Whew, a lot of hours in the stand, baby. And that's a public land. That's a public land bear too. It was sitting there for a while. What an experience. Oh my God. This is amazing. That is the coolest thing I have ever experienced in a lot of years. Earlier I was sitting here and I could feel my tree shaking and my tree just clunking. And I looked down and there was a bear at the base of my tree. And he was climbing the tree and he got down and I almost shot it right here at 5 yards. But I didn't have anything set up. And he walked off and he went to the bait and then he walked east. But now it's just before dark and this bear came from the west, so I don't know if that bear circled me. But either way, I don't know if it's a different bear, but we just shot the very first black bear. Oh, yes! Oh. There we go, baby. There we go. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I didn't hear a death growl, but I'm pretty sure he ran 60, 80 yards that way. Morning, it's September 30th, and it's a good morning here in Wisconsin. I got my first black bear last night on September 29th, and got her all done with a bull, stuck with it. Everybody kept telling me to bring the rifle, but I hung in there and ended up getting a 26-yard shot at the bait last night at about 6:15. I got it all on camera. Unfortunately, I missed about a half hour earlier. All of a sudden I heard clunking at the base of my tree and I looked down and I think it was this guy. He was climbing my tree, but I couldn't get the camera turned on in time to get him in my tree. But he walked through and went to the bait and circled me, and I think he went completely around me, and then probably 45 minutes to an hour later he shows back up at the bait and lays around, knocks the bait over, eats a little bit, and stands up and gives me a perfect broadside shot, and I couldn't resist. And this is my very first attempt this year at trying to get a black bear, and I couldn't be more happy that I succeeded in it. It was a lot of hours in stand, a lot of driving back and forth baiting. Want to thank a couple guys, my brother-in-law John and Ryan Wanta. I want to thank them guys for setting me up with spots to hunt. And I want to thank Steve Henry and Roger Nusky for also helping me out with some spots and getting me on the bears. Really appreciate all the help and everybody else that tagged along the night that I shot them to help get them out of the woods. That would have been a lot of work if it was just a few guys, but we had a lot of help and I appreciate everything. So, Balsam Prism Outdoors, first black bear down, September 29th, 2020. So, off to deer season now, and hopefully me and Bonesaw can fill our buck tags. Stephen Haas already got his buck tag, and the weather's starting to turn for the better. It's cooling off, leaves are changing, and the rut's probably going to kick in here shortly. So let's get on a scrape somewhere and put some more hours in the stand. Woo! 2020.